I know also joining us today is a new member of the City of Bloomington Economic and Development Department staff member, new planner, although she's not technically on the committee, but I have invited her to join us and to see what's going on. So maybe Kaylin, and I don't know if Kim is here. There are two new staff members, but and I would first ask Kaylin to please introduce herself to get to know the group a little bit more. Maybe this is a great opportunity. I know some of you have just met her, or vice versa, earlier in our other virtual meeting at the intergovernmental discussion. But just for the sake of Kaylin and some people who have not met you, would you please introduce yourself? And then maybe at the end of the meeting, I'll have the rest of us to introduce ourselves to you. Kaylin?
Hi, everyone. I'm Caitlin. As Ray said, I'm the new assistant city planner at City of Bloomington. I'm a recent graduate from the urban planning program at the U of I, and I interned with City of Champaign for about a year prior to coming here. So looking forward to working with everybody.
Thank you. I don't know if Kimberly is able to join us. Kim, are you there by chance? Okay, guess not.
No, I don't think she's there.
Okay. Kimberly Smith is the new assistant director for the City of Bloomington's Economic and Community Development Department. So hopefully she'll be able to join us maybe next time, so you all get a chance to meet her. And so going to the third item on the agenda, public comments. I don't think we received any requests for comments from the public, nor anybody has requested in advance. We have the meeting stream, but we haven't received any requests for public comments, right? Okay. So moving on, the next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of the September 18th meeting. So we have provided a copy of the draft minutes to the committee members. So if there are any questions, we have a Brian.
Yep, I'm here. Hi, Brian. Hi.
Yeah, I just want to note, Brian, just joined us. But on the minutes of the September 18th meeting, any questions, comments, and I'll entertain the motion.
This is Wayne, move to approve.
Okay, Wayne, move to approve. And Jerry, you want a second? Yeah, I know you saw. Yeah. Okay, Jerry, second. Questions, comments, discussions? Okay, without that, all those who are in favor, please either raise your hand. If you're on the phone, can you please say your name and if you're on the committee, to whether you approve it or not.
I think we got every. Craig, how about you? Craig, can I just check your vote on this, please?
You're muted.
Gotcha, Bob.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So I approve.
Thank you.
Okay. So it's been approved unanimously. Going to the next item on the agenda, we have 6 items require actions or referral to the policy committee. And these all are amendments to the FY 2021 to 2025 TIP. And item number 5, I'll let Jen to take over for these 6 items. And please, Jen.
All of you should have this sheet of paper, which is the list of the amendments with the amendment numbers in the second column. And that will be a handy guide because there's so many. The first 5, I believe, are from District 5. So I'll ask for any help that can be jumped in by either Bob or Brian or Dan. Okay, so starting with number 5, amendment number 5, consisting of a reduction in costs for project number Y089, in which, and this is for engineering phases 1 and 2 on Morrissey from Oakland Avenue to Manhattan Parkway. Anything you want to add, District 5 folk?
Are you talking to me, Jennifer?
Yeah, Bob, if you have anything to add on this amendment, please step up.
Would you like me to go through what our changes are? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, just that would be helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, on Y089, the programming amount was decreased. On J043, we had some FY20 money that was carryover, so that took was additional PE in phase 2 and additional land acquisition. The amendments 7, 8, and 9, those are all new projects. K030 is a carryover from FY20, and that's phase 1 and phase 2. That's on US 51 business. And then amendments 8 and 9 are are a couple of patching projects, and they're state-only funds. So, and those are tentatively scheduled for letting in April.
The last 8 and 9, is that correct?
What?
The letting in April is for amendments 8 and 9.
What'd you say about amendments 8 and 9?
I got the impression that you were telling us that those two, 8 and 9, were scheduled for letting in April.
Yes, they're tentatively scheduled for the letting in April.
Okay.
April letting.
Okay. All right, going back to, let's go sort of down the list now that Bob has kind of filled us in. Starting with amendment number 5. First, are there any questions? If not, I'd accept a motion to approve. Either speak up or raise your hand. Thank you, Jerry. Second, Brian. Any further discussion? Hearing none, those in favor, please say aye. Or wave your hand, or both. Any opposed? Same thing? Okay, we're good. That seems to pass it. Gotcha. All right, item 6. Again, this is J043, using carryover funding from FY20, and it includes some phase 2 elements and land acquisition. Can I get a motion on this one? Anybody move to approve? Okay, Ryan, I'll grab you, and Dan, I'll give you the second. Okay. Any questions for Bob or anyone else on this one? Okay, in that case, those in favor, please say aye or raise your hands, or both. Okay.
Aye.
Thanks, Greg. I think we have everybody one way or another. And so that's approved. And moving on to 7, new project, K030. This is Main Street from College Avenue in Normal to Olive Street in Bloomington, with a total project cost of $3,600. I assume there'll be more. So this is our Main Street central corridor study proposal, whatever, from, again, College Avenue down to, we have it to Olive in Bloomington. So that's the extent. Any questions for Bob or the rest of the District 5 gang? Yes, Ryan, go ahead.
Bob, I know at one point there was some discussion about extending the limits of that up to Gregory in Normal. Do you know what the status of that is?
Which project are you talking about?
This is the US 51, the subject of Amendment 7, Main Street.
Okay. I haven't heard any discussions about extending it up to Gregory.
And I am under the impression that we had a separate communication, I don't know when or from whom, that in fact they had decided to stay with the original corridor, with the original termini. If I'm hallucinating, just tell me. But I sort of had the impression that we've been axed out on the extensions.
Yeah, they're pretty much following what they tried for the Tiger Grant, and that's why they're staying between College and Olive.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, in that case, can I have a motion to approve, please? Anybody? Thank you, Dan. And a second? Thank you, Bob. Okay, any further discussion or questions? Seeing and hearing none, those in favor, please say aye. Or raise your hands. Okay.
Aye.
Thank you. Wayne, how about you? Thank you. Okay, that too is approved. Moving on. New project, CM 215008. Interstate patching on 74 between Carlock and the I-55 section northwest of Normal. That's going to be $100,000 from state funds, and as Bob just told us, going to letting in April. So, any questions about this? All right. May I have a motion to approve, please? Thank you, Jerry. Second. Thank you, Bob. Any further questions or comments? Got it. In that case, those in favor, please say aye or raise your hand or vote. Okay.
Aye.
Thank you. All right, that is approved. And I'm losing my voice. Finally, for MIDOT, Amendment 9. CM 215009, also consisting of pavement patching at I-74 and US 51 under Veterans Parkway and under I-55 business northbound in Bloomington. Total project cost of $60,000. Bob, can you explain those locations a little bit more? I'm having a touch of difficulty interpreting where those are. So is that 74 and US 51 is up north of Normal? Is that what we're talking about? Or in North Normal? Can anyone clarify this for me, please? No? Dan? Either I'm wrong or you can't clarify it. Which is it? You're muted. Thank you.
I cannot. I don't know the answer.
Okay. I think I have it right based on looking at the map before we put this together, but if I'm wrong, we'll figure it out later and you can just approve it kind of, in geographic terms. So, Bob? I'm not sure you heard me first.
Oh.
Okay. So with that not entirely illuminating byplay, can I have a motion to approve, please? Anybody? Thank you, Ryan.
I'll second.
Thank you, Greg. Any further questions or comments? Seeing and hearing none. Those in favor, please say aye, raise your hand or vote.
Aye.
Thank you all. Okay, got it. Those opposed, same sign. All right, finally, on the next page. And this is actually not just, this is Ryan's baby basically, but it's also relevant to District 5 because this comes from a discussion between Dan and Ryan. And what this does essentially is retool the original entry for the West College project into more explicit sections. So there's one in again, refer to your sheet. So there's one in 2021, and then amendment 10 basically takes in all three. 2021, another project segment in 2023, and then an illustrative portion also in 2023. Anybody have any issues with the way the projects are set forth and so on? Brian, does this look accurate to you?
It does, yes. Thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah. Essentially, we just have phase 1 and phase 2 in this upcoming or current fiscal year, and then we've adjusted the numbers for construction to match what we're projecting. So no increase in the STU fund request.
Okay. Anyone have questions or comments about this? I know this is a little more involved than we usually do. And again, we went back and checked in the existing document, and this basically replaces a couple of other things and makes it a little more explicit. Okay, if there are no questions or comments, then may I ask for a motion to approve, please? Anybody? Thank you, Jerry. And a second? Dan, gotcha. Okay, excellent. That is approved. That gets us to the end of the action items, sorry, for today.
So the next two items for informational purposes or general discussion, and I'll have Jen to explain items number 11 and number 12.
Okay, item 11 is simply a report on an administrative modification, which is a revision to Amendment 4 that we did the last meeting in September. And it's just a change in the locations and the cost, and of course, within the boundaries of what's acceptable to do as an administrative modification. So this really is just for informational purposes. Unless anyone has questions they want to direct to Bob or anyone else.
It's a multi-county thing.
Yeah. Once again, this is still a multi-county project. That 303,000, I think, covers all the counties, right, Bob? And the earlier version, Amendment 4, had a smaller, like a 26,000 number for McLean County for 13 locations. So I'm assuming that carries through here too.
Jen, I had a quick question on item 10 we just went through. Did we vote on that amendment for College Avenue?
Yeah.
Did I miss that? Okay, thanks.
Thought so. I'm just plowing through here. Tell me if I missed something. Ryan, do you want us to redo it just in case?
No, I must have spaced out. Sorry.
I thought we had, but if anyone remembers differently over the last 5 minutes, please say so. Okay. So the second thing is acceptance of state targets for performance measures. I sent you all Holly Deeman's memo from a few weeks ago, explaining that the state has reset some of their targets and is, tracking the others. You will have seen the list. I actually sent a second email so that the chart was nice and clear, or at least clear enough. Holly has highlighted those targets that have been revised at the 4-year level and indicated where they are with the rest of them. So it looks as though there are 6 that have been redone for the 4-year. As I mentioned in the memo I sent earlier, we just signed on to the state targets the last time around in 2018. Basically, we're looking at the same process or formulating our own targets. We have until sometime in March, I would say early March, to indicate to IDOT, to report to IDOT and to Tom Caldwell, who all is, which of these decisions we've decided to make. So this is just letting you know early that we have to have this discussion and go over it sometime in the next, say,
1 or 2 months.
Yeah, as quickly as possible. I'd like to have this come up again on in December, and this gives you an opportunity to sort of look it over, see if you have questions. I'll note that obviously a number of these aren't relevant to us because we don't deal with the interstate, so there's that. And we will bring this up again. Has anyone got questions now or need to check on or address? Again, we can't really report from our own perspective because from the standpoint of these performance measures, there's actually nothing to say. Certainly with the interstate stuff, some of the bridge stuff as well. And, you know, we kind of said that at the outset in 2018. Okay, anyone got questions they want to settle now, or can we carry this over to December? And I'll send you out more information as I develop it or get it. Okay, that's it.
So back to the agenda, number 13, item number 13, that which may arise. Anybody on the committee have anything to want to raise, any issues to discuss? Hearing none, or seeing none. The next scheduled meeting will be on December 11th. As you all know, because of the holiday schedule, we can't move the meeting up 1 week, but then what our usual schedule will be. So December 11th at 10:30, and Jen will mail out agenda materials for that meeting later.
Very quickly before we adjourn, can I just ask anybody who's on the phone at the moment, if you haven't heard your name mentioned, please, I know Mary is here. I know Tom Caldwell is here, but I've got one person unaccounted for. So who else is on the phone? Oh, you know what? That might have been Wayne. I think we're good. Never mind. Got it.
Last but not least, earlier in the beginning of the meeting, I have had Caitlin, a new assistant planner with the City of Bloomington, to introduce herself. But now at the end of this meeting, I would think it just be fair for those of us who have not introduced ourselves to her before in another meeting or forum to please introduce yourself, because we don't have this kind of meeting with the federal reps and IDOT reps in this meeting and others like our chairman of the Regional Planning Commission. So this will be a great opportunity for Caitlin to meet you. So if I may, to start, just looking at the screen, that Tom, if you would, just briefly introduce yourself to Caitlin. Tom?
Yes.
Oh, if you would not mind, just briefly introduce yourself to Caitlin, the new assistant planner with the City of Bloomington, who's on this meeting right now.
Okay. You're asking me to introduce myself to Caitlin?
Yeah, please. Yes.
Caitlin, I'm Tom Caldwell. I'm the Metropolitan Planning Manager for a number of the MPOs in downstate Illinois with IDOT, and work with you folks and trying to move things along smoothly. And as if and when there's anything that you have questions in regards to IDOT, I'll try to get you an answer or someone else that can help you in any way.
Nice to meet you.
Great. And Caitlin, if you don't mind, there might be some people who joined late. You want to turn on the video just for a few minutes so people recognize you, that'd be great. Brian?
Yes.
Would you please introduce yourself?
So I'm Brian Trigg. I'm the local roads engineer out of Paris. Dan McGee works for me. He's the one that usually is more involved, but I get to listen in. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brian. Next is Bob. Bob, if you would. Can you unmute, please?
I'm sorry, I was reading some emails.
No worries. Would you please?
So what are we discussing?
Oh, would you please briefly introduce yourself to Caitlin? Who's new with the city of Bloomington?
Yeah, I'm at IDOT District 5. Is that what you're asking? Okay. Yeah. Yes, I'm Plane Services Chief at IDOT District 5.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Matt Craig. And JD, would you please?
Hey, Caitlin. I'm JD Stevenson. I'm with the Federal Highway Administration out of Springfield. And just welcome aboard.
Okay, I think you've met Ryan before, haven't you? No, not yet. Okay, Ryan, please.
Welcome, Caitlin. My name is Ryan Otto. I'm the town engineer of the town of Normal.
Okay, I guess Wayne.
Hey, Caitlin, Wayne Aldrich. I'm the Public Works Director for the town of Normal. Welcome.
Okay, Mary, you on the call?
Yes, I am. Hi, Caitlin. It's Mary Cramp, and I'm the chairman of the board of the McLean County Planning Commission. And I'm sorry I couldn't be available on Zoom visually. My computer is on the blink, so I called in instead and asked Ray to chair this meeting. But I look forward to, if you're going to be at the December meeting, I look forward to seeing you there on Zoom. Welcome, welcome to our technical committee today.
Thank you, Mary. Have I missed anybody who have not met Caitlin or got a chance to introduce yourself to Caitlin yet? Any callers? Okay, guess not. Yeah, hopefully the new Assistant Director of Economic and Community Development of the City of Bloomington, Kimberly Smith, will be able to join at the next meeting, and you all get a chance to meet her as well. So I guess there's nothing else on the agenda. I'm ready to entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting. Okay, we got two hands on Wayne and Ryan. Maybe Wayne as the maker of the motion, and then seconded by Ryan. All in favor, please say aye or raise your hands. Okay. Anybody opposed? For you to start your weekend or rest of the afternoon? Okay.
Thanks everybody for joining us for the technical glitches earlier, and we'll try and make sure that doesn't happen again.
All right.
Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.